So this video is all about Tuscany and the wineries that we had the opportunity to go to over a week's span while in the Tuscany region. If you didn't know, my wife and I, we spend 1 month in each country while we travel the world. Tuscany was a situation where we went online and we really didn't get any definite answers of where we should go. A lot of these wineries are basically homes that people still live in, with pools in the backyard, as you'll see in the video. So it's really interesting. It's not like you'd see in Napa, or in California at all. Full disclosure, for you wine snobs, I'm going to tell you just a little secret. Our favorites were not all about how the wine tasted. Half of the experience for us was not the wine tasting. It was seeing the beauty of Tuscany, learning the history of each of these wineries and each region. Okay, so here are the hours, guys, for their siesta. They take about 3 hours off.
So we use this type of a cork, which is like a reassembled, it is natural cork, but it's crumbs that are glued together in the more entry-level wines that are meant to be consumed within a shorter period of time. So that could be anything going up to about 2 years. Also, these are bottles that we keep in cases stand up because they're not meant for long-term aging. When we talk about the selection wines, though, that do have the potential for aging, we use real whole natural cork. And those bottles are laid down during storage to keep the corks damp, like they should be.
Going into the depths of the winery. Oh, this is cool. Wow.
This part of the building was built from 1740 to 1790.
1740 to 1790. Small world. We're at a winery in Tuscany. Small winery, and Eduardo, the employee here, lived in Riverside 20 years ago.
Welcome to Agricola Tamburini. This is a 5th-generation winery, and we own 30 hectares vineyard, mainly composed by Sangiovese grapes, and we produce super Tuscan wine and Chianti wine as well.
Really appreciate Andrea. He's taking the time out. I know he's really busy. He's got a tour coming up, so he's going to give us some information.
Is where we do wine tasting, and especially in winter.
Okay.
Because it's quite cold outside.
Okay.
So in here we have our fireplace. I think very nice for guests. And
wow, smells amazing in here.
Yeah, that's an ancient monastery. The family took it over and rebuilt it, restored it completely.
Oh, it's an Austrian monastery?
Monastery, just a monastery.
It smells amazing. Oh, heaven. Yeah.
That smells amazing.
Smells good, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That smells really good.
Hi, little bud.
Diglielo allora sull'acqua dettagli. Come si dice?
Oh, okay.
Sughero,
Yeah,
it's closed bottles,
yep.
passa di qui e qui
Oh, yeah, yes.
it's cold,
Sì.
stringe
Sì.
e poi lì attacca. Questa è filtrazione vino, typic work.
Of Italy. Now these are the true back roads. One lane pretty much. The bridges, it's like if you're going over, there's no two cars that fit on the same bridge. This is like the shit. Really pretty winery. They're actually going to set a few things up for us downstairs so we can show you the winery downstairs and what they do for you here.
This is a typical Tuscan table of the beginning of 1920, more or
Okay.
less. This is the style.
So this would be a Tuscany style kitchen from the 1950s.
Yeah.
Black Eagle on the target, on the bottle. You drink a wine about Monte Carlo area.
Okay.
A Merlot Sangiovese, the typical Italian grape.
So this Vermentino wine is very common here. It's a very common grape and wine. And we just found out that this is great with fish. It's definitely a stronger wine. I think it's 13.5%. From the other wineries that we visited, same deal. From what I gather, it has something to do with the soil. It smells good in here. It smells like oak.
We born in 1860, and actually the actual owner is the fourth of the same generation, okay? And so it's not just a work for us, it's a story, a passion, a tradition, no? The olive oil is a really typical olive oil of Tuscany because we have a really particular ground here. It's really clay, okay? And so the roots can go in deep of the ground and take more mineral, no, more oil, and so it's a little bit more strong than the normal. Okay, also olive oil, and so is typical because you can taste the bitter in your throat. Okay, but this is the characteristic of the olive oil of Tuscany because we produce it with a special process that we call cold pression, meaning that we hand pick the olive. Okay. Just by our hands, okay? We never use machine for respect the plants, for don't stress it, and for make the best selection, okay? And we press in the same day, we don't lose the time, okay? So you can taste all flavor of the olives, okay? And in 2004 we produce only organic products, okay, with certification. So never use pesticide, never chemicals products, okay. All what we produce is natural.
Awesome.
Okay. Vernaccia is the most typical white wine of San Gimignano. You can find it only here, okay. Born here, grew up here, and the Vernaccia DOCG is only made here, okay. It's an exclusive of San Gimignano.
Okay, so here's where they press the grapes, and they do it with everything in they take the grapes with the vines, everything, and they press it all together.
You have the wine, but is poor of the characteristic, no? You taste just the alcohol, but not too much, okay? Cement and glass breathe a lot, and so it's like the external air, no? Go inside, stimulate the wines, okay? And wines explode of his characteristic, okay? The difference to the cement and glass and the oak, okay, barrel is that the cement and glass both breathe a lot, breathe a lot of wines, but the cement and glass don't give nothing of him to the wines. The oak gives something of him, okay, of the wood, and for this we say that wine is oaky.
These are French oak barrels. They last 15 years and they're $20,000 a piece.